Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. India asks International Monetary Fund to reconsider its financial assistance to Pakistan. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says any form of economic assistance to Pakistan is no less than terror financing. Leading Indian traders decide to boycott all forms of trade and commercial engagement with Turkiye and Azerbaijan, including travel and tourism. Neeraj Chopra to be in action at Doha Diamond League 2025 in Qatar today. And BCCI announces India's squad of women's team for England series starting next month. And now the news in detail. India has asked the International Monetary Fund to reconsider its financial assistance to Pakistan. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that a large portion of the funds will be directed towards supporting terror-related infrastructure within Pakistan. Addressing the air warriors at Air Force Station, Bhuj, this afternoon, he said, in today's times, any form of economic assistance to Pakistan is no less than terror financing.
IMF द्वारा जो कि एक इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसके द्वारा इनडायरेक्ट फंडिंग इसे नहीं माना जाएगा। मैं दुनिया के लोगों के सामने यह सवाल रखना चाहता हूं कि आज के समय में पाकिस्तान को किसी भी तरह की आर्थिक सहायता टेरर फंडिंग से कम नहीं है। भारत यही चाहेगा कि IMF पाकिस्तान को अपनी $1 बिलियन की असिस्टेंस पर वह पुनर्विचार करे और आगे भी किसी भी तरह की सहायता देने से IMF परहेज करे।
Mr. Singh commended the Indian Air Force for its swift and decisive action during Operation Sindoor, stating that it made all Indians proud, both at home and abroad. He said that it took just 23 minutes for the Air Force to dismantle terrorist infrastructure being harboured in Pakistan. He emphasised that the operation sent a strong message against terrorism and showcased India's military strength and preparedness. The Defence Minister said that in Operation Sindoor, the armed forces not only dominated the enemy, but also succeeded in decimating them.
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में भारतीय वायुसेना ने जो प्रभावी भूमिका निभाई है, उसकी सराहना इस देश में ही नहीं बल्कि दुनिया के दूसरे देशों में भी हो रही है। आपके इस ऑपरेशन में न केवल दुश्मनों को डोमिनेट किया है आपने, बल्कि उन्हें डेसिमेट करने में भी कामयाबी हासिल की है। आतंकवाद के खिलाफ चलाए गए इस अभियान को नेतृत्व हमारी एयरफोर्स ने ही किया, जिसने अपने शौर्य, पराक्रम और प्रताप से आसमान की नई और बुलंद ऊंचाइयों को भी छू लिया है।
The Defence Minister, who is on a visit to Bhuj today, will visit Smriti Wan in Bhuj, a memorial and museum built as a tribute to those who lost their lives in the 2001 earthquake. Over 125 top leading trade leaders from across the country have decided to boycott all forms of trade and commercial engagement with Turkiye and Azerbaijan, including travel and tourism. The decision was taken at a national conference of trade leaders convened by the Confederation of All India Traders, CAIT, in New Delhi today. In a statement, CAIT said the resolution comes in response to the recent stand taken by Turkiye and Azerbaijan to extend full support to Pakistan at a time when India is facing a sensitive and critical national security situation. It said the Indian trading community views this as a betrayal, particularly considering the humanitarian and diplomatic support extended to both countries in the past by India during the crisis situation. Addressing the gathering, CAIT Secretary General and Member of Parliament Praveen Khandelwal said that it is unfortunate that Turkey and Azerbaijan, who have benefited from India's goodwill, aid and strategic support in times of distress, have now chosen to side with Pakistan. In Jammu and Kashmir, security forces have termed the recent anti-terror operations in Kulgam and Pulwama districts as significant, resulting in the elimination of 6 terrorists. Addressing the media in Srinagar, Major General Dhananjay Joshi, GOC Victor Force, IGP Kashmir V.K. Birdi and IGP Operations CRPF Mitesh Kumar provided details of the 48-hour-long operations. IGP V.K. Birdi emphasized the importance of intensified counter-terror efforts following a recent incident in Pahalgam, adding that the operations were carried out without any collateral damage. Major General Dhananjay Joshi said actionable intelligence led to the neutralization of 3 terrorists in Shopian and 3 more in Tral, Pulwama. The way the Indian armed forces struck terror launch pads and military targets in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Operation Sindoor has attracted global attention. With the killing of over 100 terrorists and neutralizing Pakistan's escalation, the country's new age air defense ecosystem, Akash Tir, has become the talk of the town. A report from our correspondent.
How did India hit 13 targets, including 8 air bases, with such precision deep inside various strategic locations in Pakistan, and how Islamabad defense failed so miserably? These questions have left the global military expert stunned. The answer lies in Akash Tir, the country's next-generation air defense ecosystem. On the night of 9th and 10th of this month, when Pakistan unleashed its most aggressive, deadliest attack against Indian military and civilian targets, it was met with a formidable shield, Akash Tir. This cutting-edge system successfully neutralize incoming air threats including drones, missiles, micro-UAV and loitering munition, preventing them from breaching Indian airspace. Akash Tir is India's first operational indigenously built AI war cloud which provides real-time aerial combat picture and automates the detection, tracking and engagement of enemy aircraft, drones and missiles. Compared to Akash Tir, Pakistan air defense system based on HQ-9 and HQ-16 platform proved to be an utter failure to detect India's projectile and intercept, resulting in heavy losses. Akash Tir has added a new chapter to the country's strategic doctrine, indicating a shift from defensive posturing to proactive retaliation against terror threat. With Diwakar, Bhupendra Singh, Akashvani News, Delhi.
After facing an insurmountable defeat in the skies, Pakistan is now extending its delusional claims to the digital sphere. In an ironic course of events, Pakistan, whose Air Force wings were clawed down by the eagles of Indian air defense, is now calling itself the King of Skies. Various social media accounts are circulating an image of a UK newspaper, the Daily Telegraph, quoting Pakistan Air Force, the undisputed King of Skies. However, the reality is that the circulated image is AI generated and no such article has been carried by the Daily Telegraph. Pakistan is a country that has multifaceted role in supporting terrorism. There is considerable and well-documented evidence which proves its direct links with terrorist groups and its role in providing financial assistance to such organizations. In an interview with a British news channel, Pakistan's Defence Minister Khwaja Muhammad Asif also admitted that they supported terrorist groups for 3 decades. This admission came in the wake of the recent terror attack in Pahalgam, raising fresh concerns about Pakistan's involvement in regional instability. A report.
Pakistan is now globally exposed for its support to terrorist organizations and becoming a safe haven for terrorists. It is now facing diplomatic isolation in many quarters. After the Pahalgam terror attack last month, India conducted Operation Sindoor, launching the deadliest strike on 9 terrorist camps based in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan's traditional allies, including Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and even China, also have distanced themselves. The United Nations Security Council has scrutinized Pakistan's involvement with terrorist group. With India's continuous effort to expose Pakistan on a global scale, several Pakistan-based individuals, including Hafiz Saeed and Zakiur Rahman Lakhvi, as well as entities like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jamaat-ud-Dawa, are listed under UN Security Council sanctions list. The inclusion of Pakistan-based individuals and groups in the UN sanction list underscores the international community's recognition of this issue. Sakleen Akhtar, Kashwani News, Delhi.
President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have extended their greetings to the people of Sikkim on their statehood day. In a social media post, President Murmu wrote, "Sikkim is widely admired for its boundless natural beauty, rich cultural heritage and warmth of its people." The President added that the state has set remarkable examples of sustainable development, showcasing harmonious coexistence with nature as India's most environmentally conscious states. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "Sikkim is associated with serene beauty, rich cultural traditions and industrious people." Election Commissioner Dr. Vivek Joshi is on a 4-day visit to Bihar to review the preparations for the upcoming assembly elections. Dr. Joshi arrived in Patna last evening. During his visit, he will assess the arrangements for voter facilities and amenities as well as the security measures in place for the elections. He will also review the first-level checking process of EVMs and the training of booth-level officers, booth-level agents and polling personnel. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download the News on AIR app. In a significant nationwide outreach effort, Tiranga Yatra is being held in various parts of the country to honour the courage and sacrifice of Indian armed forces following the successful Operation Sindoor in response to the horrific Pahalgam terror attack. In Tripura, Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Dr. R. Murugan, today participated in the Tiranga Yatra at Belonia, the district headquarters of South Tripura. Speaking to Akashvani, he emphasized India's zero-tolerance stance on terrorism, stating that terrorism will be eradicated. In Kerala, Tiranga Yatra was held in Kochi this morning. The march saw enthusiastic participation from people across various sections of society, including ex-servicemen and students. In Madhya Pradesh, thousands of people participated in the Tiranga Yatra in the capital Bhopal yesterday. As we celebrate the success of Operation Sindoor, the nation salutes the valour of the Indian soldiers. As a tribute to the armed forces, Akashvani News brings in a special series. Today we remember Paramveer Chakra awardee Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, who made supreme sacrifice during the Kargil War.
A resident of Sitapur district in Uttar Pradesh, Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey joined the National Defence Academy and Indian Military Academy and was commissioned as a lieutenant in the 1st Battalion, 11th Gorkha Rifles. Captain Pandey took part in a series of boldly led attacks during Operation Vijay, forcing back the intruders with heavy losses in Batalik, including the capture of Juba Top. His words, "If death strikes before I prove my blood, I swear I will kill death," was a powerful expression of his unwavering determination and courage. On the night of 2nd and 3rd July 1999, during the advance to Kalubar as his platoon approached its final objective, it came under heavy and intense enemy fire from the surrounding heights. Captain Pandey, fearlessly assaulting the first enemy position, killed 2 enemy personnel and destroyed the second position by killing 2 more. He was injured on shoulder and legs while clearing the 3rd position. Undaunted and without caring for his grievous injuries, he continued to lead the assault on the 4th position, urging his men, and destroyed the same with a grenade, even as he got a fatal burst on his forehead. This singular daredevil act of Captain Pandey provided the critical firm base for the companies, which finally led to the capture of Kalubar. He, however, succumbed to his injuries. Lieutenant Manoj Kumar Pandey showed most conspicuous bravery, indomitable courage, exemplary personal valor, outstanding leadership and devotion to duty of an exceptionally high order in the face of the enemy, and made the supreme sacrifice. He was awarded Paramveer Chakra posthumously. The nation salutes him. Anupam Mishra, Akashvani News, Delhi.
On to sports. India's 2-time Olympic medalist and reigning world champion in javelin throw, Neeraj Chopra, will participate in his first Diamond League meet of the season in Doha, Qatar, today. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, has announced the squads for the Indian women's cricket team's upcoming tour of England, scheduled from 28th of June to 22nd of July. The tour will feature 5 T20 internationals, followed by 3 one-day internationals. Harmanpreet Kaur will lead the women in blue in both formats, with Smriti Mandhana serving as her deputy. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India asks International Monetary Fund to reconsider its financial assistance to Pakistan. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says any form of economic assistance to Pakistan is no less than terror financing. Leading Indian traders decide to boycott all forms of trade and commercial engagement with Turkiye and Azerbaijan, including travel and tourism. Neeraj Chopra to be in action at Doha Diamond League 2025 in Qatar today. And BCCI announces India's squad of women's team for England series starting next month. And with that, we end the Midday News.